Good day, Easyalgo family. Hope you are all doing fantastic and everyone is having successful trades. I have got some very exciting news for you all today. Finally, we have completed the EAX Ultimate Crypto Scanner. It is ready, it is completed. We put so much into this. Literally, the last few months, we've put blood, sweat, and tears, and we've created a masterpiece, something that's going to help you get into better trades, find the best tokens, and be able to save you a ton of time on the charts. So let us dive into this and let me show you how you can access this. So if you go into your WAP, at the moment, you have to access your WAP to get into it. If you log into your WAP dashboard, you'll see you've got all your different courses, your ability to access the indicators, and then there should be a tools section, and you should see it say EAX Crypto Scanner over there. At the moment, the scanner is only available for the full access pass or the monthly full access pass or the SMCX system. It's based to work with the SMCX system, all the core components, and that is one of the reasons. But let me dive into how to use it now and give you a little crash course on exactly how you can find these fantastic trades. Once you click on it here, it should activate within your WAP, and then you should be able to access it through here. If you want to get a full screen, you just come into the top right hand corner and click on this button, and then it will open up a full screen access. So then you can look at it in the full screen and have a bigger view of what you're looking at. So how EAX works, guys, you have multiple different exchanges. You can look at it on Bybit, Binance, KuCoin, Mexi, and BitGate. Then once you've selected your exchange of choice, you're presented with this heat map. This is a fair value gap and RSI heat map. So what it does is the tokens, the higher up the tokens are, the higher the RSI rating. The lower they are, the lower the RSI rating. The closer they are into the center, which means the closer they are to fair value gaps. So you can see down here, it says fair value gap proximity. These tokens right over here are ones that are right near fair value gaps at the moment. The further they move away from the center, the further they move away from the fair value gaps. Higher up, higher RSIs. So right here, we've got milk. You see milk, very high RSI, 81, and proximity, you can see 1.41% to the 50% level of the daily fair value gap. So you can see here, if they're high up and close to the fair value gap or low down and close to the fair value gap, those are going to be good setups. If they're in the middle of the chart and close to the center, it just means they're in kind of neutral RSI territory and haven't extended. So for looking for good reversals, short reversals in the fair value gap, you want to see at the top, long reversals at the fair value gap at the bottom. So understanding that and understanding this heat map is super cool. Then we come down here and we've got our swing point detection, which is based off of our SMCX structure and system. Basically, it's identifying C2 candle reversals on the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1-hour swings. So as you know, a swing is letting you know when a reversal is occurring in the market, and a reversal cannot occur without a swing happening. So what this does is it allows you to identify these swing points on these multiple different time frames. And then over here, you can just click on it and you can get a quick look at the 3 candles and observe the actual candle 2. The key to SMCX is identifying the C2 confirmation. And what this does is when we get a C2 closure, this is when it prints these signals. The closer you can enter them to the actual printing of the token or the time frame. So you can see here 1 hour, you've got next 44 minutes. So as this reaches the 0 point and activates the 1 hour, those are going to be the best ones to get into because you're going to catch them. You're going to catch the C2 confirmation as it confirms. You see the 4-hour and the daily. So the later you get to it, the greater the chance you can either miss the move or the move can be false. But here you can quickly scan it and observe, okay, this looks good, this looks good. And you can see green is looking for long setups, red is looking for short setups. And you can see here 1 hour C2, 4-hour C2, daily C2. Then if you want to add a different filter and add a bit of a stronger confluence, you can click top movers. And now it's going to filter the C2 candles or the swings based on the top movers of the day. key levels. Now it's going to filter based on ones that are close to key levels and the top movers, and RSI divergences, ones that have an RSI divergence near a key level and the top mover of the day. So up to you, every person will use this differently based on their own methodology, their own style, their own personality, and their own method that they prefer to trade. So this can be used in multiple different ways, and I think a lot of people will use it differently because there's a lot of different ways you can use this. Then coming down here to our major dashboard, you can see we've got the coin, we've got the 4-hour, 24-hour, how much it's moved. If you click on it, it shows you the biggest movers of the day, either the biggest movers up or the biggest movers down. So what the system does is brings in around 40, 50 tokens a day, and it's only going to bring in the biggest movers either up or down for the day. So if you click on again, it'll bring you the bullish biggest movers. You can see over here, we've got this little signal over here. If you click on this, it'll copy the symbol, and then you can just paste it into TradingView to access that chart much easier. Then we've got our pivots. It's only showing us our weekly pivots because weekly pivots are fantastic for giving us the bias of the market. It'll show you what the pivot size is, if it's normal, wide, or narrow. If it's green, it means price is above the pivot. If it's red, price is below the pivot. So we can use this as an extra confluence. Then we've got our 1-hour bias, 4-hour bias, daily bias, and weekly bias, which is going to help us understand and determine, identify the bias of the market. If it's got a C, it's letting us know it's in continuation. If it's got an R, it's letting us know it's in reversal. And this is just based on whether it's breaking the previous candle high or finding rejection and a failure to displace at the previous candle high. So it's an excellent way. You can just quickly look on it and you can observe, look at the candles. You can see right now on the weekly candle, we've got this big break in structure, breaking the previous weekly high, then the daily breaking the high. So you can see they've got continuation happening on the higher time frame here. So it's a possibility to rather look for continuation trades and not reversals, because we always want to go with the higher time frame. But once again, there's so many different ways you can use the system, and it'll all be about customizing it to your personality and the way you like to trade. Then we've got the RSIs over here. We've got 3 different RSI divergences that it scans for: a 5-minute, 4-hour, 15-minute, 12-hour, and daily, 1-hour, and daily. So what it's going to do, it's going to let you know when a token is either extended, high, or low within the RSI rating, and it's going to let you know when we've got divergences. If we click on it, it's going to bring all the 5-minute, 4-hour divergences to the forefront, and then we can observe, and then we can correlate with what's happening over here. If maybe something's moved a lot for the day and it's showing major RSI divergences, that's something you want to pay attention to. We have figured out a way to create these divergences. It's our own proprietary method that was discovered through 3 points, matching the higher time frame with the lower time frame. So it's fantastic how we can get such accurate RSI divergences now. And then you can see if we click on this, it'll bring all the 15, 12-hour. If we click on this, all the 1-hour dailies. And then for quick viewing purposes, we can observe exactly these divergences that are happening. And then for those of you who love key levels, this is a fantastic tool to be able to scan the best coins in the market and tell you which ones are close to which key levels. Proximity just means tokens that are close to daily highs, daily lows, weekly lows. So it's going to observe whether it's the previous week high, previous day high, previous week low, previous day low. And if you click on it, it'll show you here, this token, Ethereum, is 0.02% away from a support, a daily level. So it's also marking out key daily levels as well for you. So this is going to help you find key levels when price is getting close to them. Then we've got the fair value gap detector. This is going to let you know which tokens are closest to fair value gaps. If it's green, it's very close. If it's yellow, it's just a little bit further away. And then orange is the furthest away. And then obviously gray when it's very far away. So right now you can see these tokens over here are getting close to fair value gaps. And we can correlate them with everything else that's happening within the system to find out if it's a good confluence or it's going to be a good setup to trade. And then over here, we've got our monthly S&R. So it's letting us know when price is getting close to a monthly resistance level or a support level. So this is going to work off the monthly levels because the monthly levels are super strong. If it's near an R1, an R2, R3, S1, S2, S3, it's going to let you know. So now we can correlate all of these to see, here, if it's coming next to a daily level and it's near a monthly level, it can just be a stronger confluence. So this tool just allows you to have a very good look at the market, kind of like an X-ray view of the market, what's going on. And then it becomes easier to find the ultimate token to trade that's linked to your strategy and the style that you like to trade. Then if you want to go one step further, we can set filters. So you can see over here, we've got three R various divergences. We click on it and it'll show you all the divergences happening with the 1 hour and daily. If we just want to see 1 hour daily, RSI bullish divergences, and then we can actually start to select the confluences or filter out what we want to see and what we don't want to see based on specific strategies that you like. If we want to have a deeper dive, we can actually click on it and it opens up a chart here giving you more ideas of what's going on. We've got the TDIX available. We can just turn that off for now. And then we've got the Trend X as well on the chart with all the key levels. And then we've got 4 different time frames we can observe this in. So right now, if I just zoom in over here, you can see what it's showing us. It's showing us all our key levels that we really want to pay attention to. It's showing us the weekly pivots, if price is above or below, and the size of the pivots. And it's also showing us the fair value gaps that are located on the chart. See weekly fair value gap, daily fair value gap. If it's above the fair value gap, it goes green. If it's below it, it's going to stay red. So this is just an ultimate way to quickly get a confluence. It's not intended to sit on here for too long, but you just come on here, you check out the levels, you see what's getting close to what, and then you can go on to a lower time frame, or you can click on Bybit if you want to get straight into Bybit, or you can go into a trading view and then you can start accessing the chart. But this just marks it up, all the key levels in a nicely way that's easy to observe and easy to see these key levels. And as you can see, guys, price respects these key levels. It respects these zones super accurately. And then if we go up over here, you can see we've got an alert where you can actually set custom alerts for all the features that we've got here, which is a fantastic tool. You can select the coin that you want or all tokens, and then you can select all these details. So it just helps you get there on time, looking for whatever parameters you want to find to be able to get your setup and to master the way you like to trade. So that is basically the overview of how this works. We will be creating more detailed trainings as well, but it's pretty straightforward. I think every person just jumps in here, starts testing it out, start playing out, and let us know. Give us your feedback, what you think of it, what you like, what you don't like. Would be awesome to see, because we probably will be evolving this a lot as we get new concepts and new ideas. But right now, we wanted to create the ultimate tool that merges all the best of what Easyalgo has to offer all into one place, because we want to help you find the best trades possible. Once you can easily find the best trades possible, which this allows you to do that, then it's just about understanding your entries and your trade management. So we want to make sure that you guys are fully equipped with being able to trade the market successfully and having the best tools to do so.